Good morning, everybody. Mike Vacchi, Princetontrader.com, here with your Monday morning pre-market webcast. Okay, daily chart. You can see on the daily chart we had the band ride. We spent last week kind of flattening out. Did a fairly close test of the 9-day simple moving average. We bounced up off of that. Traded as low as 47 on Friday. I want to show you one more thing. Let me zoom in here. This is a weekly chart, okay? Weekly chart, you can see that we have been on an upper band ride for going on 6 weeks now. And that has a lot to do with why overall, just the prevailing, 50,000, square foot, 50,000 feet view down on everything has been, we continue to lift, slowly lift, and what's going on. Well, you look at the weekly chart, and here's what's going on. It's just bleeding higher on the weekly upper band. And until that dynamic breaks, and they've already secured an upper band ride for this week, or pretty darn close, until that dynamic breaks, you're not going to see any kind of a meaningful pushback. It will come, but it will come, in its own time. So let's look at the weekly chart, the hourly chart rather. Okay, so what do you see? You just see a bunch of higher lows and higher highs. You got it traded as high as 56.5 in the overnight on Sunday. You've got the new weekly pivot here, 25.4908. You've got daily pivot coming in, right around 51 and change. Daily pivot's got to give it up. Weekly pivot's got to give it up. And until we want to spend some time below the weekly pivot, you can see how much time we spent below it last week, 0. Until we start to spend some time below the weekly pivot, you can expect more of this higher low, higher high type of action. The only issue for me is it going to be done in a tight range, or is it going to be done in a little more of a looser, wider, say 11 to 13, 14 handle a day range? We'll have to see. So far, we've put in about a 5-handle range, which isn't unusual for Globex, but we'll have to see if they want to push the upside or push the downside once we get into the regular session. So as I get into the open today, I'm looking at the new all-time high, I'm looking at daily pivot, I'm looking at weekly pivot, and I'm looking at these matching lows that we put in on Friday down at 50 quarter here and here. If those hold up, then you're going to start to see a floor created in the area of the weekly pivot. You do one more higher high, and then we stretch into the latter part of the week, and things tend to get more directional. So we'll see how that plays out as we go. We're going to be talking this week's free webinars tomorrow after the close. Me, Tony, Jack, we're talking about market outlook on ES, NQ, oil, and gold, where we are now, where we're headed, and then we'll open it up for questions. So we're not doing a specific educational topic this week. Basically, what we're doing is we're going to walk through the indexes. We're going to walk through oil and gold, tell you where they've been and where we think they're going to head, and then we'll open it up for questions. So basically, what I want to do is just a gigantic Q&A session. So if there's any questions, anything at all, basically an ask us anything kind of a thing. We haven't done one of those in a while, so we're going to do it tomorrow, 4:15. Okay. So I hope you can join us. The link is with the briefing report, the daily report. It's up on Twitter, it's up on Facebook, and it's on the website. All right, everybody have a fantastic day. I will catch everybody for the midday update. Trade them well. Follow us over on Twitter, Instagram, and Snapchat at Princeton Trader. Check us out on Facebook and join us for a free trial at www.princetontrader.com. Trade them well.